Happy Wednesday, everyone. Welcome back. I hope you had a great week. Thank you for joining me again. So I have a question for you. Do you feel like your life is hard? You're, sad or struggling? All those not so good adjectives. So wouldn't you say it's like you're living in a hell on earth? Would you describe it that way? So my challenge for you this week is to create your own version of heaven on earth. And if you don't believe in heaven or whatever, you can call it something else. You can call it bliss. I like to call it bliss. So you can create your own heaven or bliss on earth now. You don't have to wait to die to get there. You can do it now. So how do we do that? So what I want you to do is I want you to think about how your heaven or your bliss would feel. And if you have a hard time thinking of that, how about you make a list of the things you feel now, the not so good feelings, and write the opposite of those feelings, the better feeling version of it. See what that looks like. And then look at that list and say, would my heaven or my bliss look like that? Would I want to feel these things when I'm there? And if that's okay. So remember, it has to be feelings, not things. So I don't want to see any Ferraris or Maseratis on that list. It's just feelings. So your heaven, I don't know what your heaven looks like, but all of our heavens are going to look different. So if there is a Maserati around, how are you going to feel when you're driving your Maserati? There you go. Put that feeling on there. So put the list of feelings, and then write next to each thing things that you could do now to help achieve those feelings. So for instance, in my bliss, I would feel peaceful. So things that help me feel peaceful is taking time every day to deep breathe. So just spending a few minutes a couple times a day deep breathing helps to reset my nervous system. So it helps me calm down, it helps me feel peace. So it's a really good, easy tool to use for anxiety and stuff like that. Another thing, in my bliss, I would feel relaxed. So what would make me feel relaxed? You maybe taking a hot bubble bath, or walking in nature, or riding my bike. And then another thing, in my bliss, I'd feel unconditional love. So what makes me feel unconditional love? Playing with my pet, my dog. And so things like that, or grandkids, if you have grandkids, can make you feel unconditional love. So list what you want to feel, and then list next to it how to achieve it. So then the next challenge is to try to do these one or two, try to do a couple of them every day. And if you can't get to them every day, the cool thing about our brains is that you can go there in your imagination. And just by going there in your mind, your body will think it's really happening. So just take a few minutes just to imagine how it feels when you're in that bubble bath, or how it feels when you're walking in your favorite place or something like that. Anything. Just imagine that feeling. And your body, your brain will create those chemicals and those sensations in your body. You will get that release of feel-good stuff and pain relief stuff and all kinds of stuff. You're going to create your own heaven on earth right now. You don't have to wait to die to get there. So that's my challenge for you this week. Create your own version of heaven. Stop feeling like you have to go through hell to get to heaven. You don't. You don't have to wait to die to get there. Do it now. Do it now. And what happens is, when you heal yourself, when you start creating your own version of heaven on earth, or bliss on earth, whatever you want to call it, you help to change the world from fear, sadness, and hatred, and anger. You help to change the world from those things to a more loving, healing world. Because you will see, when you do this, your world will change on the outside. Your family will change. It will change. But it starts with you. And you can do this anytime. All you need is a piece of paper, a pen, and your imagination. Maybe a dog, No Maserati. You don't need a Maserati right now. Because thinking about you need a Maserati and stressing the fact that you don't have the money for the Maserati or the payment is causing stress. So you're completely defeating the purpose of this exercise. So no Maseratis right now. But I know I'm making fun, but really, guys, you can create your own version of heaven right here, or bliss, whatever you want to call it, right now. You don't have to wait to die to get there. Do it now. Honestly. If you have any questions, please message me. I would love to give you advice, or if you have questions about what to do. But I just want you to feel happy now. I don't want you don't have to wait to die to feel good, whatever you think that is. Do it now. You really do have that power and that control. So that's it. So get to creating your own version of heaven or bliss, and stop going through hell to get there. All right? Prayers to all my first responders, prayers to my family and friends. Know that you guys are always in my heart and prayers, and I'll see you next week. Bye.